Yeah,
Um,
same thing, but you save a shit ton of money.
yeah, in the ones I like, I end up buying sometimes. Like I saw
Yeah, I
Blackest
got.
Night, and I'm like, "Ooh, I gotta see that." So I'm reading it. I'm like, "Wow, there's a lot more in-depth stuff here." Some of it is but it looks so far it's not bad. It's not
Like, I have
horrible.
so many comics. Like, I actually have so many comics that I was like, when I moved out of my parents, like, they have half of my comics because I just couldn't bring all of my comics because I have so many. I was just like, can we just like leave this here? And they were like, I guess, but we might have to move them somewhere. Because like I've been reading since I was five, so like I have comics
It appears the
back
control
from
tower
when I was five.
their nav systems are putting out a jamming signal. Storm damage.
And every time they come out, get.
Got it. We're close to one now.
I think
God, this game looks gorgeous.
the most valuable comic I have is the Amazing Spider-Man 300,
Wow.
like the first appearance of Venom.
Oh, nice.
I think it's like $600.
And like 1,000 years old or something like that at this point.
I also buy some comics that I think are going to be worth something. Like, I want to say recently, but it wasn't recently. Marvel had the first gay marriage
You seeing this? What
in comic books,
I'll pull this trigger. I ain't playing.
Smoke pellets
so I
will
just bought
confuse
like
my
3
opponent.
copies of that.
I need to get up and out of danger.
Just in
He can't
case.
shoot what he can't see.
I'll cover you.
Attacking head-on is a good way to get myself shot, and probably the hostage too. But they won't expect an attack from above. Nobody ever does.
Is that thing out there with you? Are you crazy? We were answering a service call. That's it. You better not be lying to me. Shite! Screw this. I quit.
And then kind of recently they did a
I
thing
can sneak
where
up
I'm
on
glad
hostage,
they got
take it by
out of
crawling
it,
through the vent.
but it was where Doc Ock was Spider-Man
Oh yes,
for a while.
superior, Spider-Man
Yeah,
or some
serious Spider-Man.
thing like that.
That was weird.
You think it's the guy that hired us?
I
Yeah,
don't know how I felt about it.
I think it was possibly
at
weirder
points it
even
was
when he
cool.
came back.
yourself to safety and
Was
call the
Spider-Man
police.
again,
Don't
and
wanna
then
see what's going on
you know
here.
he was
Okay,
kind
I
of
will.
had to tell
This was just
his
supposed to be a
new
service call.
now girlfriend
That's the
that
tower,
he
in and
wasn't
out.
actually the guy but she was dating, and that
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew he was coming back though because it said like in just
Come near me.
it's always been stated that in the Marvel universe there's like 5 people
Vince, you seen Charlie?
that cannot die.
I don't think he meant
yeah, and Spider-Man was one of them.
Yeah, and he's one of them. So like he will always come back, and it's like, well then why even kill him? Like stop.
Yeah, I mean, what's the
I
point
can
then?
fix the tower. Whatever you want. Just please don't hurt me.
All I want is for
I
you to
mean,
get
it just
yourself
made
to
everybody
safety.
feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's kind of sad when Doc Ock's mind kind of disintegrates, and he's like, you and I both know that you are the superior Spider-Man, and it's like, oh, that's kind of sad, but also really corny to say that, and stupid.
Yeah, well, it's also kind of weird because he started doing good things because Doc Ock is only evil because that chip with his arms, like, messed up and made
his
him
head,
think
yeah.
like that. It was AI. It wasn't really
Him, yeah.
Dr.
I don't
Octavius. It
think
was
this
the
tower
arms.
malfunction is from storm damage. I need to
So
set up a crime
he
scene
wasn't
and find
ever
out what happened.
really
I should
well,
start by
Dr.
identifying
Octavius
the
wasn't
victim.
really the bad guy. It was just his arms. And that's always that tragic,
Victim's name is
like, man,
David Shannon,
because he
a
was
Gotham
trying to
Optics
do
employee
good,
sent here to repair a faulty network tower.
and then
But
the
what
arms
killed him?
thing happened.
Scanning the DNA impact on the wall should provide an answer.
I can't wait to play Arkham Knight because I've seen video of it and Man-Bat isn't that, and I'm like, oh cool, Man-Bat.
Yeah, I've been actually thinking about trying to get that for my PS4, but I've also I've heard just as many bad things as I have good things.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. So I've just been waiting for price to go down.
I've also had some kind of major spoilers about certain characters from people, but yeah.
I never heard anything. I just heard that the Batmobile is cool, but the Batmobile gameplay is dumb, and there's way too much of it.
Yeah, I agree from what I've seen. Let's see, trauma because the
And they were like, everyone has a Batmobile, and I'm like, what?
I mean, it's cool looking, but not. That's about it, though, really.
It does have a lot of my favorite Batman villain in it, though. Which is Scarecrow.
Impact analysis
I
indicates the
hate
victim
it
was
is
killed by
part
some
of
kind of
every
explosion
game.
originating at that access panel. I should scan.
Yeah, it
for
turned the
additional
game
clues.
weird. It made it weird, but he's always been my favorite Batman villain.
Petra... Oh, this is so much cooler, the
It looks
detective
like the
mode in
panel
this.
was rigged to detonate when swiped with a key card. Someone really didn't want this tower repaired, and it looks like that same someone left a set of fingerprints behind. Alfred, I'm uploading some prints for analysis. Let me know what comes back.
Certainly, sir.
All right, hang on. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back.
And
Okay.
here we are. They belong to one John F. Baker. He's a rather unremarkable criminal. Small jobs, mostly. And, that's curious.
What's curious?
Mr. Baker's dead, sir. His body was recovered from the Diamond District just under an hour ago.
Looks like someone's tying up loose ends.
Wow.
I can bypass the booby-trapped access panel with my cryptographic sequencer, but I'll need the encryption codes from the victim's access card. Reviewing the crime scene will show me where it is.
Okay, well. I wish they would do it the way that they did it in the last game. Let's see. Weird. Rewind or advance the crime. Wait, what? Oh, this is so cool!
All right.
Oh my god, this is so cool! Look at this, at the crime scene thing. I don't know if you can see this in the stream. But I can rewind the crime scene.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Holy shit, dude. I can, like, take a moment to... I wonder what it looks like from over there. Oh shit! Oh, that's awesome. Wish they had that more in other games.
Yeah, that's kind of weird because this is the earliest, but that seems more like advanced technology.
Yeah.
And like some of my favorite villains of all time is just the symbiotes from Spider-Man.
I agree.
They're the best. And I don't know why. Like they're not in
I also
the movies more.
really love
Alfred,
Agent
contact
Venom.
the GCPD. Let them know about the body.
Yeah, that's
Send
really
me data for
cool.
my analysis,
I was
too.
iffy about that when it came out,
Does this
but it
mean
was
found the
it's
source
super
of
good.
disturbance?
Mhm.
I think so.
He's also with the Guardians of the Galaxy now,
Yeah.
which I thought was an interesting choice.
Yeah, there's actually a little briefing Tony Stark did with Flash where he was like
The Flash. Oh yeah, Thompson, right? Yeah.
yeah, Flash Thompson.
I was
Where
like,
he was
what?
like yeah. Where he was like briefing him on it and everything, and then he was like, and then this is Rocket, and he's like, is that a raccoon? And he's like, don't call him a raccoon.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you do, don't call him a raccoon.
Really, a locked door is stopping Batman? That's stupid. Oh, so I can rip open this metal door, but not the chain link fence door arm thing. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Well, well, if it isn't the king
Oh
himself,
God,
I
Riddler.
figured it was only a matter of time before you showed up. Sorry about the mess downstairs.
And like, there's a
Who is
bunch
this?
of symbiotes
Think of
that
me
people
as a
don't even
great
know
big
exist.
mystery.
They're really cool, and I'm like,
Enigma.
just
then.
put them in the movies.
Oh, you must
Oh,
think
but it
you're
was
so
Anti-Venom.
clever. Well, how's this for clever? I've taken control
Yep,
of Power
Anti-Venom
Hall
was
City.
cool.
Oh, man, I am so
Batwing's
sad
useless.
that he's
It
gone.
looks like it's gonna stay that way. I mean, this one's
Yeah,
actually
well,
begging to be taken offline.
and there's no
and
more
you
cancer
still
to fight,
can't
so.
hack it.
Yeah.
Pun intended, of course.
And I mean, I know why Carnage was never in any of the movies.
He's way too violent.
Yeah, because that's super adult.
Black Mask's not going to like
That's
this.
not a kid's
What
film.
are you talking about?
Yeah, like you know how he got his name, right?
Yes.
With the
Like, when
jammer
he dropped
offline, I
off
can
from
travel
Venom.
with the Batwing.
People kept finding like it just a
Those readers
bunch
are
of
part of a
murdered
distributed
people,
security
and on the
system.
walls,
Yeah.
Wonder what they're
he
protecting.
always wrote in their blood
It must
Carnage.
be
Oh,
where
yeah, I
Enigma
remember
set up
that.
shop. I need to pay him a visit.
And then there's Toxin.
Yeah, there was a
Toxin.
bunch of them. Toxin, and then there was that one team of people that had a whole bunch of symbiotes as well.
Yeah.
And there was a
One of
dog.
them was like
And I've also
Lasher
got a
and
lead on Enigma.
Well, don't overthink it too
oh my
much,
god,
sir.
I used
We both know
I
you'll
used to know the
eventually
names.
wind up doing
They
that.
don't. They're not around anymore.
Yeah, well, none of them are. Oh, did you
But-
see that whole Carnage versus Deadpool thing?
Yeah.
That was kind of funny and silly.
Have you seen Carnage USA?
No. Oh man, you know what I did see though? The Axis event
Oh yeah.
where everyone like their good and bad switched or something like that, and
Yeah.
Carnage was a good guy. And
That was weird.
that was really funny because Spider-Man's like,
Jezebel
yeah.
Plaza before
and he's like, I'm gonna go save everyone. I only ask that in return you build a giant gold statue out of me in the middle of town square. Okay, thanks. It was like, what?
No way to locate the penguin.
Yeah, Carnage USA was super cool because what happened was like for them to get rid of Carnage, they just made him orbit Earth. Like they shot him into space so he couldn't get back. And
It's basically what they
Like,
did
when-
to
Potential assignment incoming. Keep this channel open.
They did that to the Hulk too.
Hulk.
Yeah, Planet Hulk.
Dude, that'd be so awesome if they made a film of that.
I think they were talking about it. But they shot him into space, and then some people were like, "Well, let's get him back and study him." And it's like, stop! Don't be retarded.
What do you think about them having a new Tony Stark after Civil War?
I don't care because I don't like Tony Stark. It's all comic book fueled, but I hate Iron Man. I hate Tony Stark.
Really, you don't like
Didn't ask.
Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of him?
It's mixed feelings. I mean, he does Tony Stark really good.
I think he does it really well,
But
and he
that's-
doesn't really show much of the bad side of Tony Stark either. I don't think so.
Exactly. That's why I don't like it. Is like people are like, Iron Man is my favorite, and I'm like, you don't know what Tony Stark does though. So shut up.
Well, I think that's just this universe, because it is its own universe.
Yeah, that's always the thing with Marvel is there's just a bunch
Earth
of universes.
616 and all that jazz. And...
Yeah.
What the hell is this? What am I looking at here? What
But
is
I really
this?
don't like Tony Stark at all. I can't ever get away from what he did to Spider-Man. I just have a
Civil
personal
War?
vendetta.
In Civil War or what?
Yeah.
Oh god, one more day. Is that what we're talking about?
Yep.
Oh. Oh, I hate that thing.
Yep.
I've never read it myself. I just saw, in
Fuck
on
Tony
Channel
Stark.
Awesome, there's Linkara, he reviews bad comics and whatnot. He hates one more day. Nostalgia critic. There's a guy on the same channel called Linkara, and he reviews bad comic books, and he hates that. And he referenced it for a couple years, and then he finally reviewed it one day. And he talked
One More
about why
Day-
people hated it.
Yeah, One More Day sucked, but I'm talking more about what he did to Peter
I need any
in
unassigned unit for special
Civil
assignment.
War because
Stand by.
they were friends.
Oh, yeah,
Tony
he
Stark
betrayed
was his
him.
mentor.
Dude, I don't even understand why, Tony Stark, basically all of a sudden started hiring, bad guys and stuff to do the dirty work. And I'm like, he was a complete asshole.
It's not even that. I can't even look past that. But just because Spider-Man's my favorite, since I was I guess is why I'm putting a giant personal vendetta. Because what he did, it was just he was on Tony Stark's side. He was like, okay, fine. We need to register superheroes so we know what's going on. And then Spider-Man was even saying well, I wear this so my family doesn't get hurt. And Tony Stark convinced him well, no, it's fine. Just register and only the government will know. Nothing will get leaked or anything. And he was like, okay, I trust you. So then he did that. He registered. He went the little board of government and superheroes, and he was like, look, I'm Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man. And then front page New York paper the next day, Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And it's what the fuck? And then Kingpin
That looks
put a
like the
hit out
crime
on
in
Peter
progress the
Parker.
GCPD dispatcher just
And then they
mentioned.
were
I could go
hiding out in a
investigate,
hotel
perhaps
because he was
stop
like,
the crime.
shit's gonna
I
get
also need to
bad.
get to the arms deal
Yeah.
at Jezebel Plaza.
And then his Spidey sense happened. So he got Mary Jane and him out of the way because a sniper was about to shoot him, but then they killed Aunt May.
Yeah. And then one more day happened.
Yeah, and then One More Day happened. It's really?
If anything, I wouldn't be able to forgive Tony Stark because he caused one more day.
Yeah. And he beat the shit out of Tony Stark. Holy hell. That was the time where he I guess mutated enough to where he could just shoot web without canisters. And then he met Tony Stark, Iron Man, basically, because he was in his armor.
Yeah.
This
like
is a
in an
long
alleyway,
bridge.
and
I
Tony
should
Stark
use my
was like, "I'm
grapple
sorry, I didn't mean to
accelerator."
get it. Like, I didn't mean for it to get this bad." And he was like, "No, you don't get to say that." And like, he's like, "I've never just unleashed my web now that I can do it freely." He's like, "But I'm gonna try." And like, he webbed him up